Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Zeno, or Liam here, and I'm bringing you guys a brand new series that I decided to start on my channel, and I finally got all, the stuff figured out today, and I'm ready to record the first episode of RYGS. It stands for Reviewing Your Gaming Setups. I've got 4 submissions here from 4 people who submitted me through the email at ReviewingYourGamingSetups. I'll leave the email and stuff in the description to link or to send your stuff to. You can send pictures, descriptions, videos, just something so I can see your full setup and stuff. So just submit that and you might get on the next episode. So let's get right into this episode of RYGS. Alright, so starting off first is my friend named Home Done Productions. Now, he actually sent me a bunch of pictures. He sent me, I think, 6, 7 other pictures. And then this is his, information, what he has. So he's got 16 gigs of RAM, and this is a laptop. Also, I don't think he specified that, but it is a laptop. It's got an Intel i7 CPU, which is pretty decent. I don't think he said, I'm going to guess it's a 4920, but I don't know. I could be wrong. It's got Windows 10, touchscreen, NVIDIA GeForce card, which isn't too terrible. I mean, that GTX, or that, not GTX, that GeForce graphics card is pretty decent. The external terabyte hard drive is pretty nice. The rest of the stuff is just, peripherals and stuff, so let's go ahead and get right into the pictures. Zoom out. Alright, so let's get into the first picture. The first picture, it looks like, is of his monitor and part of his laptop and the keyboard and mouse. So my first thing that I see when I'm looking at this is I see this big mess of cords here. I'd honestly say clean that up a little bit if you can, at least. I also see this broken earbud. I don't know. You should just get another earbud. You might. The mouse is pretty good. I would say that you could probably get a little mouse pad to put that on. I'd say it would make it look a little bit better. So yeah, the only things of this is clear up the little wires back there. Get a mouse pad for sure for the mouse, and then this wire here. Just get new headphones or new earbuds or something. There's some cheap earbuds you could get. The monitor, it's a ViewSonic. It's kind of old. It's not terrible though. Obviously I'd recommend at least having a monitor, so at least you're not using just your laptop screen. So, but just maybe upgrade to a new monitor in the future. Not too bad. The old style buttons there. This is actually something that I've never seen before in my life. First of all, the mess of cords here, also, like the other picture. I've never seen a hard drive like this. My hard drive is very small. It's about this big, by that big. So it's a very small hard drive. I've never seen a little stand thing like this. It looks like it's not even like an external hard drive. It looks like a hard drive that's just on there. But nonetheless, if it works, it works. Then there's your controller for playing games on your laptop, which is fine. You can't use a keyboard and mouse for every game. Yeah, the part of the Blue Yeti on the bottom. Cord's a little bit tangled down there. The Blue Yeti. This picture's kind of blurry, but if you got a pop filter, it would make it a little bit nicer. I probably need to get one for myself soon as well. And then, let's see. Yeah, like I said, the mouse before. It's a pretty solid mouse. I don't think there are too many extra buttons on the side, but for sure, make sure you get a mouse pad, because that just makes the movements way easier, way much more precise. So, that's all I have for that picture. Oh, and then this picture is the full laptop and stuff. So, he didn't send one a full of just his entire setup at once, but it's just a bunch of pictures of him. I'd say this is kind of nitpicking, but maybe clear up your desktop a little bit, put some stuff in the documents. Other than that, it's a pretty solid setup for just being a laptop and just being a pretty small, not having to worry about too much stuff going on. You just have the laptop and one monitor. You don't have double monitors or triple monitors everywhere and stuff. So I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10 on just the way that the simplicity of it. There's not too much going on in it, but it's just enough to, make some good videos on YouTube and some pretty solid content. So let's go ahead and get into the next one. Now, this is actually from somebody who submitted. Their name was Shmellohs. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I don't know 100% if that's actually how you say it. But let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm probably going to cut up this and remove some of the audio and parts just so I can get to the main gaming setup, place where he's showing it. So, alright, yeah, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I'm probably going to skip the intro here, yeah. Oh, so he's showing his parts that he got for his computer. Let's see, so it's got let's see. Oh, I like the case. That's a dope case. So you got an i5 processor. I see that. GTX 1070, nice. I have a GTX 1070. That's your power supply. It looks, yeah, your power supply, 650 watt, which is pretty solid. My favorite is the GTX 1070. That's a solid graphics card, and you're definitely not going to have any problems with that whatsoever. That's a fact. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of different. I've never really seen like a whole sticker thing on your PC before. I've seen like some people do it, but this is kind of cool. Like I like the way it kind of shows off your personality of like of what you're into. You know, like the Odd Future sticker and the Zoomy sticker down there and the Huff sticker kind of shows your personality, which I like about that a lot. Okay, let's see here. Let's get to the part where
I'm using, the case is the NZX, as you can see right there.
Alright, he's just showing the computer. It actually looks really beautiful. I like how you can see everything inside the case without even lighting on. It's just really dope. Alright, let's see when he gets to his setup. So, about right here. So he's about to show us his setup. He walks in the door. The first thing that I see as soon as he walks in the door is just some cords on the ground, which isn't too bad. I'd suggest hide them as much as you can, but if you can't, it's perfectly fine.
Alright guys, this is my setup.
I like the artwork on the wall back there a lot. I really like that. That's so dope. And the lights underneath it are really sick. Alright, so the cords there, you could probably clean them up somehow. I don't know. It's kind of open space. It kind of sucks you can't really do anything about that. The lights look pretty dope. I've never seen them back there, like along the bottom of the lighting. Like, or not the lighting, the bottom of the walls. I've never seen that before. Oh, you have a nice Razer keyboard with a... Wait, no, that's not a Razer keyboard. That's a Corsair. Nice color scheme there. I'd say put the... Here, let me go back to that picture real quick. I would say put the keyboard and mouse... Even though you have the sliding tray, I would say put the keyboard and mouse on here if you could. Because if that's your primary monitor setup, you definitely want to have, you know, room to move your, you know, your mouse if you're gaming on your PC or something like that. Because you can play some pretty solid, heavy games in your PC with that 1070. And the mic's kind of just chilling there. I'd say give it... It's kind of just sitting there. Like, it's... I mean, it's just like you find a good place to keep it at, so it's you don't have to keep moving it around. It looks like you'd kind of move it around a lot if you were to play PC games.
This is an Asus monitor.
Asus monitor, nice.
It does have a 1 millisecond refresh rate.
1 millisecond refresh rate, that's good. Okay, so this is his monitor for his consoles. I like that how the two are kind of separate, and it's like their own little stations.
Nothing special, guys.
Should play Xbox One on a TV. I'd recommend getting a monitor if you could for that, but it's okay if you're a casual gamer.
On the back, we have
new Astros, nice. Astros by far my favorite headsets. The Elgato, yep, to record console gameplay. I like where it's put back there, and it looks like you did a pretty solid job of keeping the cords away from there. For the PC, you got it sitting on the ground, and that's kind of dope. But honestly, I think you should put it on top of your desk because your desk is glass. So if your desk can definitely handle it, I would definitely suggest putting it on top of your desk to like show off the stickers and show off the inside of the case. That'd be so dope if you just showed off all of it. So if like, you know, somebody walked in your room, they're like, oh, yo, what is that? And it's like, oh, it's my computer, and they could see all the parts inside. That'd be really dope. So if you could set it up on top of your desk. Alright, I think, yep, that is the end of his setup. Pretty solid setup. I'd rate that a 7.5 out of 10 only because the wire management could be a little bit better, and the lighting was really dope. I really like the lighting, and the PC is really good. Only thing is, I think you should put the PC on top of the desk if your desk can support that. For sure do that, because you could really show off that thing. That thing's a beast. Alright, so let's move on to the next setup. So this is from somebody named HSM, and this video is not the longest. It's about 20 seconds of his actual setup, so I'm going to kind of try and pause it throughout it. So, turn the volume down. I'm probably going to be cutting out some of the audio, so... Alright, so it looks like you have an iPower mouse. That's the ones I gave you. I did an unboxing on that, and not the same keyboard, but pretty solid keyboard. That chair is pretty nice. I like the style of chairs, the racing style of chairs. This video is going to be probably pretty short. The cables back there aren't too bad. They're kind of in a random place, but I'm not going to nitpick that hard. I like the desk. It's a pretty cool looking desk. The computer's nice. If only there was something to show out there, that would be really sick, but unfortunately not every case is like that. Monitor, I cannot tell what monitor it is. Oh, okay. So are you showing off your PC now? Inside your PC. If it's facing the wall, it kind of sucks. There's not too much I can really show of this setup because the rest of it, yeah, the rest of it is not black. There's just black screen. So the one thing I can say is clean up the wires if you could. Somehow get a USB hub that comes out there and you only have one wire laying across the desk. Try to push those wires back maybe if you can. He didn't give me too much information at all about this setup, so I don't really know too much. Like I said, the chair is pretty dope. I really like the way the desk has these here. You can store a lot more stuff in there. I'd suggest putting your headset in there when you're not using it, or some other games, or if you have any consoles, definitely put them in there, or something like that. So all around, pretty solid setup. I'd give it a 6, although I can't really give it a super good rating because I didn't see too much of it. There's only so much of the setup that I could see in the video. So let's move on to the last setup. It's actually from one of my friends. His name is Hope, and I've known him for a while. And yeah, let's get into this setup. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I think it's a full room tour as well. So yeah, he's showing some of his shoes and stuff like that first. Let's see, let's get to the setup. Okay, so that's his old stuff, and there it looks like. Yeah, it's old stuff. Alright, so let's pass this. I'm pretty sure his hammer. Alright, so yeah, I like the desk first off. I like that glass desk. It's really nice. I love glass desks. Except I hit my desk too much to be able to have one, so. You have a mouse pad for the mouse. I like that. It's kind of blurry. It's kind of hard to see. But definitely clean up the cord management as much as you can back there. I don't know how you would do that because it's kind of hard with a glass desk because it's kind of see-through. So I guess just try your best at cleaning up. Maybe throw those cords behind the computer so at least people standing here can't see it. As well as over here with your speakers.
Quality shot here.
Yeah, so I don't know why you have a random pencil sitting there, but I'm not going to question it. Alright, so I'd say with the speakers, put one speaker if you can. Put one speaker if you can right here and the other right here. So that they would be, you know, symmetrical along there. Keyboards, standard keyboard, not bad. And then the mouse is pretty solid. And the keyboard, or not the keyboard, the mouse pad solid. So yeah, just do that and you'll make it look a lot more symmetrical. The blue snowball's kind of at a... Oh, so you're going to be recording your gameplay from this. So it's in a good spot for recording your gameplay. I suggest maybe getting a pop filter to, you know, keep the P's from going... So you can, you know, get the pop... hear less of the pop or whatever, so all this stuff on your desk I prefer would not to have on there. So like if it was my setup, I'd just have this cleaned up a little bit, put the TV remote farther back in the desk and stuff. So, and then let's see, so is that a Dell monitor? It's just eventually upgrading in the future, but it's fine. I mean, it's a monitor, it works. You can get everything you need to done on it, which is pretty solid. It'd be really dope if this setup had LED lights in the back of it, which would be really sick. Oh, so you have the light for your face cam, like if you were to, you know, record your face, so you have good lighting, which is pretty good. I kind of like this, but it's kind of like a weird color, but I kind of like it. Alright, so then there's your monitor for your Xbox. Let me go back to this. If it's not a monitor and it's a TV, try maybe eventually in the future get a monitor because those have a much better response time, especially for console gaming and for PC gaming as well. But also I like that there are two separate stations. There's one monitor there, and then there's also one monitor here that's just for gaming, you know, for console gaming. This is what I kind of like about that. Yeah, so I'd say definitely clean up the cord situation down here. The Elgato is kind of just sitting on the ground, and you could possibly break that. I'd say put it maybe back here or on the desk even. Just try to move some of the cords out of the way because it's kind of messy. And then, what is that? Oh, okay, I thought that was a speaker because of this thing. Well, no, but that's your computer. If you have lights in your computer, definitely use them because you could really show off the inside of the computer. Would be super dope. I'm not the biggest fan of stickering PCs, but some people can make it work. So I'm pretty sure that's the end of the video. Yeah, so I'd give this setup, I'd give it about a 6.5 out of 10, just because the wire management is really not good. And then I'd say, yeah, like I said, you move the speakers to each side and clean up the desk a little bit, and you're pretty solid. Maybe get some LED lights. That setup would be pretty solid once you do that. So if you get, yeah, 6.5 out of 10, pretty solid, pretty solid. So yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. This is the first episode of RYGS reviewing your gaming setups. Remember to submit me your setups down in the description. I'm going to leave the email for it. It's reviewingyourgamingsetups@gmail.com. So make sure to submit those, and maybe you'll be featured on the next episode of Reviewing Your Gaming Setups. So yeah, that's about it for this video. These are the only 4 setups I got submitted, so look out for another one. I'm going to try and do these every Sunday, so that's the goal for right now. But yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below, guys, and I'm out. Peace.